A lot of APs, the more you have, the more damage it's going to do, and as an AP, you're forced to build that. So a very good counter there to whatever will be in mid. This still could be a switch to Chauster on support, or not Chauster, Zilean on support rather, and an Olaf. I like that.
Yeah, solo top Olaf is a great choice there. I do like that quite a lot. Just to point out again real quick, the patch we're on right now is the Nautilus patch with the Shen nerf hotfixes, but the Udyr changes from last patch with the buff to Undertow actually not in right now. So FYI, he's sort of picking Udyr in that state prior to the Fiora updates. But the Janna being grabbed there does not surprise me whatsoever. That's going to be, I mean, she can be played AP mid, just as Zilean can be played support, but pretty likely to be support Janna and the AP mid Zilean. Oh no, they're going to switch the Olaf to Swain. I like that actually quite a bit as well. I do like the Swain pickup there. And their team actually pretty heavily ranged now, and you know we did point out that Hotshot does play a pretty mean Swain. Did play that in the first game against Dignitas.
That CLG team right now says you are not getting away.
Yeah, they got a lot of chase, a lot of slow. This Tristana pickup, a much better choice, I think, than the Tristana from earlier. I think, or sorry, than the Caitlyn from earlier.
Yeah.
Tristana actually has a lot better late game scaling here. Now, you kind of got to figure there's a pretty likely Vayne grab here, I think, from CLG. It seems to just make sense here. You've got a revive there from Zilean. You've got kind of a lot of protection here as well from Janna and whatnot, but we'll see what the support will go for. Alistair Tristana, ooh, that's all kinds of aggressive. That could be very, very interesting here for Curse.
Yeah, we will have to see what they can pick. Vayne obviously still open. Hotshot to pick Caitlyn. They're going to keep the range on this one since Tristana towards late game has the longest range as that bead grows and grows and grows. So she's definitely one to be reckoned with. But they'll wait a minute.
They're just looping around. They're just kind of clicking almost everything.
Yeah, obviously.
Vayne would make sense. Caitlyn would make sense. Just he likes playing Caitlyn. She kind of works in every lane. Now, I don't really, again, like her if you're going to kind of get into a late game scenario. And if they go for a poke comp, now it's going to be Ezreal here. Ezreal going to be interesting. He's going to be very, very safe here. We'll be able to get away from Tristana and from Alistair. Can keep poking that brush if Alistair camps in it. So it's a bit of a semi-counter lane there. Also has the AoE attack speed slow against Udyr and Lee Sin. And they do need their attack speed to function well.
Yeah.
So I
That's
think
actually
Ezreal,
a great counter AD lane. She jumps, you arcane shift, and she wants to turn on Q for quick shot, and you just use arcane flux.
Yeah, you use that, and honestly, I like a lot of these as well because they've got some cool things going on. So one thing that's going to happen here is whenever, you know, like you said, when Cop jumps in, he can jump out of range, not take the slow. He has the attack speed slow against the double bruiser lineup, which will work very, very successfully. And then you're just sort of looking at a really good late game here when, you know, whenever Hotshot moves in to land a root, it's a 2-second long root. It's going to pretty much be a guaranteed hit for the Ezreal ult as well. He's going to be super safe. Obviously, he's going to scale pretty well into late game additionally. So I do like this pickup here from CLG. I think their team comp, it makes a lot of sense. And we're going to see also if Ninejack can do much here. Double Lift, again, running Cleanse, does not want to get caught by Event Horizon or by elements in general. And honestly, a Cleanse flash Ezreal, probably not going to die almost ever.
Yeah, these are awesome comps. I'm really excited for this game. Both teams seems like they got compositions that they really want to work with here. CLG's very sticky, but there is also a lot of defense coming out of that Curse side. So maybe they will stay in the fights. Maybe that stickiness won't matter, and they'll just want to be in there for that brawl.
Yeah, and honestly, you think about how this is all going to go down. You've got Udyr Lee Sin, going to do consistent damage every second and keep fighting and keep
fighting.
Double
shield if you wish.
Oh yeah, you know, the shields are there as well. They're going to be really hard to kill at the same time. You've got something like Ezra who's going to just put out DPS constantly. He doesn't ever really fall off in the team fight. And then you have Swain, who's going to be, just again, very heavy, just all about the DPS. St. Vision's on Dr. Mundo the same way. DPS, DPS, DPS. And then if something goes wrong, they've got a lot of get out of jail free cards. They got the Janna ult, they got the Zilean ult. If Mundo can make it out, he can ult and get his health all back. They can honestly sustain themselves in really awkward ways. It's only in combat or only based on ultimates, but they can't make that happen. But guys, don't leave it up to me. We have the game actually going to be going underway, so we'll be right back with the actual game 2, the quarterfinals. All right, everybody, welcome back to the show. Ninejack hopping around on Veigar, boots and potions on him. You can see his team kind of milling about, going towards their red right away. Again, they're against a jungle Mundo. And Mundo does like to take red buffs and to go where he pleases. You can see the openings here. Sitko has not chosen his first skill. Pulverize right away on elements. Crumbs additionally waiting here.
So here we are. Let's hear it from you guys. Curse looking to keep themselves in this best out of 3. If you want to hear it for Team Curse, let's hear it for Team Curse if you want to see them take this to another game. And all you CLG fans out there, if you want to see CLG make it to the semifinals on this game, let's hear it for CLG.
Wow, more CLG fans here.
And Curse definitely has their work cut out for them, but it looks like they may be getting a little tricky here. They're going to start doing a few things, a little bit of chatter between the players. Great camaraderie here as they're joking around during the jungle invasion and a little bit of back and forth. And it looks like both teams are set and ready.
They're looking aggressive here for CLG, and I like this because they're going for the enemy blue buff. And the thing is, they want to probably give that one to Hotshot GG in mid, or sorry, at top. And you know, that's going to be right there by the blue buff as well. So they have a good sort of potential there to give a really good lane start. Nope, they're going to recall back, and they're actually going to not invade anything. Crumb's going to go pick up some wraiths and go for probably the red buff next. Mundo pretty much following a very similar path here.
Very nice job there. Power and numbers by CLG, playing it very cautious here.
Are going blue. Oh, this is interesting.
Oops, Sidco could get a little vision here, and he does. Hotshot says, hey, they saw me. We're kind of pinched on both sides, but I don't think anybody is below. They do see, oh no, they do not see. They now see that the AD is bottom, so he could feel very comfortable on this. And it looks like Lee Sin will be forced to take those golems, Wraith, and head back for maybe a level 2 gank.
I'm surprised they didn't kill it to Hotshot. It would have been free. They did know they got spotted. But either way, oh wow, Mundo actually already coming up top, has learned Infected Cleaver. And the thing is, Hotshot has that slow right there, and here comes the jump onto Sidco. They've got Exhaust as well. Here comes the damage out, but he's not going to like this. Exhaust traded on both sides. Sidco taking Ignite, now flashing out as well, takes some more damage from Hotshot, but will just recall and be safe. Hotshot still has his flash up. Sidco no summoners for himself. And here's the invasion from Crumbs, and actually, it's not a low hit point, Dr. Mundo. We'll see what happens here.
Yeah,
Crumbs
and
does spot him.
That Exhaust is down. We were discussing this earlier with St. Vicious taking Exhaust and no escape. If you meet him one-on-one in the jungle, he will win. But that Exhaust is down. The Burning Agony is up, though. He gets the slow down. Could he get enough damage in here? You're going to see Zillion starting to turn around. Big Fat trying to come around for the help of the first blood with the red buff on. Could go to Crumbs. Just a little bit outside the range. He puts himself in between two turrets. St. Vicious still alive. He grabs first blood, though, giving himself a little bit of extra money. Great perseverance by Crumbs.
Yeah, but now Big Fat LP has double buffs in mid lane and a kill to show for it, so this is going to get really, really scary for Nijak.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see at level 3.
Yeah, you got first blood, that's cool, but double buff mid lane?
Yeah.
Sorry, Veigar, this is going to suck for you.
Bombs all day, and Veigar is going to be very pushed off on this. His ability is to, every time he Qs a minion, just like that, he's going to gain AP and ability power if you haven't played Veigar before. So now that Big Fat LP is just able to bomb on Nijaki all day, he will not be able to get close to his creeps, and Veigar isn't the best at lasting in his tower unless he's using that Dark Manor, so we'll have to see what he can do.
Right now, the comp pushing to the turret right away knows that Dr. Moon are not going to be able to exert a lot of pressure yet. We'll see how Double Lift does at this turret. Got a nice little Janna shield there. Actually, does not have enough AD to actually last hit a turret right now without using Mystic Shot, so that's going to be a little bit nice for Curse right now if they can keep pushing to the turret. Wow. They'll deny Double Lift a little bit here.
Big Fat looking like he feels confident. He did get level 4, and he does have the buff, so he feels it's all right to leave his lane. He can do without that experience for now, but he kind of headed away from back, didn't see where Sidco was, doesn't want to lose too much experience. He's going to go head back to his lane. Sidco actually double backing there, so he's lost about 2 waves of experience coming in. He's got to be very careful about what goes down from now on.
Yeah, but Nijak actually harassing onto Big Fat LP a fair amount here. Bombs coming out all the time, though. And Nijak actually not using his Q to CS minions at all. He's actually only going for the harassment here, trying to push Big Fat out of lane. And yeah, he's got some health potions and he's got some decent MR runes, but no otherwise sustain on Zillion. So Nijak could do a lot of damage here. Next, here comes Crumbs as well. Big Fat getting a little bit low on health there. He's actually on 230 HP. So Nijak doing a good job of kind of pushing him around right now.
That was really good damage. I'm sure he feels good about that one. Nijaki needed exactly that catch on Event Horizon and Dark Matter. You can see Big Fat LP trying to chug those potions. He's still got at least 35, I'd say about 40 seconds on those buffs. And we'll see if he can utilize that for a kill in his favor. Hotshot GG leveling to 5 over Sidco top as he has been pushed out of lane a little bit. Sidco halfway to 5. So Big Fat, or Hotshot rather, could put down some damage as he gets under the turret here. Looks like, again, Big Fat LP heading top. He is going to time speed himself faster, that Chrono.
Well, this could be very, very bad for you here.
Coming back up with blue, exactly. These buffs are about to wear off, and he wants to get what he can out of them as he starts moving in. The never move going down. Sidco gets caught as his flash is down. They slow him down immensely. The double bomb goes on. Will they continue to finish? The ignite is there, but I don't. Yes, the bomb finally placed on by Big Fat. Did not see that until the last second. A great job by him to utilize those blue buffs right before they wear off, giving Hotshot as well a little bit of gold.
Yep, and he ran right as Veigar beat, and Nijaki was not able to call that MIA. You did see the Udyr run away, but Hotshot flashed even only to land his Q, just to land that little slow. It's only like 20% slow, but it was enough to land Never Move. And they picked up the kill on Udyr. That was a phenomenal little bit of teamwork there by CLG, and they've really come alive in this laning phase so far. They've done a great job to get themselves some early advantages.
St. Vicious taking middle as he's just going to kind of take some of these minions off and almost push his lane a little bit. Big Fat says, I got it, I'm back, get out of here. Yep. And he's going to head back into his jungle. Looks like top lanes are returning as well. We're going to head down bottom, see where the CS is going. 51 on Tristana, and we also have 47, so not too bad. These guys are definitely keeping it close right now. The lane is right in the middle, so bottom lane just kind of chilling out, doing the farm back and forth. No turret has really taken too much damage, and that's something we pointed out and said before, that those ADs within this tournament, those bottom lanes haven't really been pushing the turret too much. They'll push to the turret, but they'll not do the damage because they want to keep that lane as long as possible. We can see Crumbs setting up here in middle, and St. Vicious looks like he's going to trade off blue to top.
And that would be the right choice. They're actually, they're pushing in towards Curse's blue, and he's pulling Hotshot down as well. Sidco knows about this. Here comes Lee Sin and Veigar. This could get scary if they know what's going on. St. Vicious, 2 levels above Crumbs, though, is a pretty scary place to be. Yeah,
they have great movement right now. Curse rather, knows what's going on. They know there is movement. You can see the ward right outside to the right of mid. They're going to try to pull blue buff a little bit and go for the fight here, actually. They're totally giving it up, and they may grab Sidco once again. He is already too far behind. Nope, St. Vicious gets taken down, but the ultimate from Big Fat brings him back, and it looks like it's going to be 3 low. Curse members now caught in between. CLG, they are continuously flashing out of that one. They may be able to go back and grab the blue here, and great eye by Big Fat to get that ultimate down onto St. Vicious and bring him back.
Excellent play right here. The time bombs go off, and that's going to be Big Fat LP getting a blue buff again. Nijaki not going to be happy with that one, and I like the teamwork there by CLG. Dr. Mundo actually held onto his ultimate until he was revived by Zillion, knowing it was going to get burned down, knowing he was going to get an ignite to the face and all that. Said, okay, well now I'll get all my health back anyway, and that was just like, it's just got to be disheartening. You're like, okay, burst, everything.
You know, and that's one thing about a fight. You want to kill the guy, you want to take out the guy, you know he has Zillion buff, you're going to bring him back with more health, or you can kind of wait and see if he'll do something and waste that skill you're waiting for him to waste. So a very great play by them there, and as you said, waiting for that to go off before using his ultimate. Looks like Sidco is going around, getting his wards down, playing a little bit safer now. He only has that GP10 Hotshot now, going for that Philo so he can stay in lane. He already has the Ruby and the Sapphire Crystal. We'll have to see, and it looks like Big Fat LP again to just put the pressure on top.
Yeah, we're going to see Hotshot jumping in on Sidco. He's going to take a lot of pain here. Big Fat, as you said, is coming over. Sidco down to about half health already. The time bombs are on. It's not looking happy for him right now. Turtle Shell, but so does the slow, and he's not going to take any more Qs to get out there. Takes the death right there. Big Fat LP now 3-0 so far, and that all started from that tower dive from Crumbs. Ended up giving double buffs and a lot of lane control. He's been using that quite successfully so far. You
know, that's got to be really frustrating for Sidco because he just placed that ward there to play careful, and Big Fat just decided to come straight through the lane, which was a very good play by him because you can actually see they also have a ward right there that shows that Sidco placed that ward. So Big Fat, if he were to come around, Sidco would have known way earlier, but they were able to pick up that kill due to the mechanics they were playing in that top lane. Curse Cop down bottom, backing out. 86 creep score for him to the 84, so bottom lane continuously farming it back and forth. A Doran's and a BF sword grabbed by Curse Cop. Yep. And they're going to return to lane with the same items. Double Lift and Curse just kind of mirroring each other right now.
And that's going to make a lot of sense right here. BF sword and Doran's blade. You're absolutely right. Same stuff out there. The mid lane actually pretty equal in minions, but they're actually a lot lower than the rest of the game because they've been playing and running around a whole lot. Big Fat been running out to a lot of ganks. She's going to burst now in Nijak. Get him down to about half health with that second time bomb. He's got some free MR as well. He's got 40, looks like, but still getting hit pretty hard. And here we go. Crumb's actually pushing in for a dragon attempt. This ward, I don't know if it sees them. It does. They see them go for the dragon. They're going to start moving over. But you know they're going to give it up again. CLG just does not care about dragons, so they're going to farm him. Oh, Ezreal goes off. Nope, not going to do much there. It does hurt Crumbs a little bit. Otherwise, Sidco taking some damage from Hotshot, but otherwise doesn't care. He's going gold pretend, though, so he can maybe get himself back into this game if he can get some gold pretend and kind of farm it out through the rest of this one. Gaiaki doing the same thing with a Cage's lucky pick, so that might work out for him.
Yeah, the gold's still pretty close. Only about a 400 gold difference right now. Even at 3-1, that Dragon really able to help him out. But as we saw before, CLG's neglect on Dragon did not hurt them too much. They were able to take out a Baron and a turret as soon as that happened, kind of really just picking up that gold for the 2 Dragons that they neglected to take. The Hotshot pushing the lane very hard. We'll see if he actually gets to go damage on the turret. Top lanes have been pushing this tournament, as we have been saying. The bottom lane's not. And there's Hotshot, what he's noted for, farming in between the turrets.
Yep, just wants to get those right away, and basically keeps that minion wave completely pushed up as well. And now he's like, well, maybe they're off the map. No, never mind, he's going to go for it after all. There's the never move, and this is going to be a pretty quick farm for him. And it's kind of nice because there's basically pretty much no chance that the minions would ever stop him from getting his last hit. So
and technically you are doing damage to the turret, so later you'll have an easy 150 if you need it. Maybe you can go up alone and grab it, but he's really not pushing his lane out too much, so he's going to be able to farm. He's winning that lane. You know, why would you want to have to leave it so soon?
Yep, and you see Crumbs pushing out onto his wolves right now, going to get a little bit of golden experience back, but he's only level 7. St. Vicious already 9, so that's quite the advantage there for CLG. They're winning.
A little bit of a gank bottom, nothing going on though. Elements with a nice disperse there. Had to pop his ulti, but we did see Big Fat LP is such a beautiful roaming Zillion in this game. All over the map, taking buffs, grabbing them left and right. I think he's had a blue buff almost all game so far, and that's not very good for Curse. It makes Zillion very scary as well with all the utility, that speed buff to get him across the map. Like you even said, Nijaki backed and Zillion was top in just a few seconds. He didn't have time to call the Mia, so Big Fat playing very well for his team right now.
And here we can see Big Fat moving forward. He's going to take some burst here from Veigar. Down pretty low on health right now. Licks the Q from Crumbs. He's actually going to go for it. The burst is off. The Zillion ult is used. Now St. Vicious could get picked on. He's using early oracles. Big Fat's ult will time out with only 80 health left, so he's going to get out of there right now. Blue buff will respawn soon, so a good little press there to make sure they can clear out CLG and get their own blue back for themselves. Hotshot will push top. Sidco will regroup there, and here we go. Nijaki gonna go for this pressure here. And it looks like he'll get the blue buff pretty much for free this time. So Curse getting their own blue buff for real this time. This is the first blue that Nijaki has ever possessed in this game, because the first one went over to Zillion after he got that kill on Crumbs.
We can see that St. Vicious, as you called it earlier, buying that early oracles, helping them out quite a bit, as Curse is still staying in this game with those wards. They have not lost a turret yet, and they are continuously grabbing the dragons. Like we said, gold is close, only about 1,000 now, but that's becoming from the kills. 3-1 here, 13 minutes and 30 seconds into the game. It looks like St. Vicious going through his jungle, getting all the resources he can. And it looks like Crumbs just finishing up on his jungle, possibly backing jungle builds right now. That Madrid's almost finished, and St. Vicious actually still on the GP10s. We'll see if he finishes any items as he goes back.
See what they do. Sidco's still going to farm up right now. He's got those 2. He's catching up a Hotshot a little bit. Look at the gold real quick. Sidco at 2,900. Hotshot at 35, though, so quite the advantage, even despite the gold per 10 so far. Big Fat jumping up on Nijaki. Going to trade Qs a little bit, but Big Fat kind of winning that one by a lot. Now Nijaki getting kind of low. He's going to burst again on a Big Fat. Oh my gosh, the Alpha Strike is gigantic. Let's see if they can camp this. Oh, Crumb's going to go for the ult there. Going to push. Big Fat will be back. He's going to flash away. Now, can they get the rest of this damage? Another Q goes off. Yes, that's a kill. Nijaki picks that one up, gets the blue, or already had the blue buff anyway, but gets 5 free AP for the kill there, up to plus 34 in the game. He's not usually using Q to last hit minions, so that 34 is lower than you'd expect it to be, but again, he's not using it for that purpose.
Looks like Saint still pushing top, giving Sidco a little bit of trouble. Bottom lane, still so very patient with each other. Not too much going on. We can see a headbutt there from Elements onto Chowster. A jump in, actually, though. The rocket jump, trying to just do a little damage. Very nice. I guess you can call it an impure shot, putting on that burn from her Buster. Or explosive.
Explosive shot is the one, yeah. But now Double Lift actually winning in minions finally. And that's going to start getting a little bit scarier.
Oh,
we see Crumbs
Hotshot.
Never move goes off. Crumbs is there taking a lot of damage. Hotshot. The exhaust goes off. And they're going to chase onto this one. Q and stun. And now Tiger's Dance. Crumbs getting lower than a Hotshot out of mana. Can they do enough damage? Yes, they can, but St. Vision's not coming by. And Sidco could get chased down this way. They've got to be a little bit careful. Crumbs can use E to slow in about 2 seconds when it comes back up. He's going to try to last hit on some minions to get some health back. And then once he can finally do that, looks like they will make their way out. But now it's 3-3, and Curse winning by 200 gold now. Big Fat LP got those 3 kills early on, but the killing spree was now ended. Now he and
build, and it looks like the Infinity Edge is going to be early. They did grab the Vampiric Scepter, so she could go either way at this point, but with that Alistar in lane, we said with the Sustainer, usually you'll see the Infinity Edge.
Makes a lot more sense to go Infinity Edge for sure. And we'll see how this goes up. I mean, both actually, Ezreal and Tristana have BF Sword plus Pickaxe, so those both show likely Infinity Edge. Ward goes down, actually. Curse does see CLG here. This could be a very, very interesting fight very soon. Now, CLG doesn't like Dragon so much. They do like their own Golem, though. Sidco's going to start zoning them out a little bit, and they're actually going to go for the pull right here. Crumbs is in range. Dr. Moon is coming down. The burst on Hotshot is massive.
Wow.
He's already been revived once. Now, can they get the rest here? There's the jump on. The damage output is massive. He will go down right away. Ezreal is perfect. Cop getting lower and lower. They're going to stay on this, so Element's getting hurt. Chowster pushing everyone back. And actually, Curse might be okay to run away from this because St. Vicious is going to be scary.
Wow, St. Vicious with the utility from speed on Zillion. He's also going to be using his ulti. That was just used, so they're going to continuously fight this. Chowster going with the Howling Gale there, putting up a few, not enough damage onto Sidco, though. He's trying to turtle in. He may go down. He is going to go down from that bomb. Actually, St. Vicious getting a last hit on. That is going to be an Event Horizon that slows Saint, and Elements turning around for a second. Could get himself a few more damage, but I don't think anybody else is going to go down in this fight, as there really is not enough focus on just one person.
Yeah, pretty good trade overall, I think. You know, personally, I would lose my jungler in order to, or no, sorry. No, I guess it's good to solo tops there, but again, Hotshot's been more farmed than Sidco, so that's not the end of the world there to sort of get that trade as it was. And again, this late game, I think it looks better for Curse just because they have that gold pretend stat going on, and I think Tristana can just barely out late game Ezreal.
Yeah, those GP10s will definitely matter, especially if they allow Curse to continuously grab these dragons. It looks like they're going to clear this ward and make contest here. St. Vicious, not a lot of HP, and he does have an Oracle, so he's going to play very cautious with that red buff as well. They got a ping on blue that's going to come up. They want to give that to Nijaki as he's coming out of base and hopefully get some control on that mid lane. Still no turrets yet to be taken in this game. A little bit of global gold towards Curse from the Dragon. It is back up again, and it is warded, so I'll have to see if there's any movement towards that area.
We have 18 minutes into the game. The blue is back. Hotshot got a turret kill, though. Nice by him. There we go. Nijaki has the blue buff. Using the Qs when he can, because he has blue buff at this point. He can just kind of get some free AP out of that. Both players at top lane have just warded the river. The gank's not going to be too easy to see. St. Vicious does still have his oracles from earlier. And Lee Sin's still not wearing one yet, so that could get a little bit scary.
Bombs going down. Big Fat LP doing a very nice job of staying out of range, just throwing down the bombs and heading back to his turret, knowing it'll clear that Sork wave. And Alti coming down to push Curse Cop off the turret. So that barrage is now down for double lift. Looks like movement towards middle, as they are going to push this quite hard, possibly. No, that was a ping from Big Fat.
The flash,
they did catch him.
Double's going to lose his ultimate, and they're going to go for it again. They've done this over and over. They just break the ult, and then they push in again. A great kick there. Big Fat taking a ton of damage. Will go down to Nijaki. Crumbs flashes over the wall, might get away, but Hotshot is there. No, he jumps to a ward. Crumbs going to dodge the never move. Now, can he stay alive? The stun out from Vhagar. Oh my gosh, he might make it. Where's the W? Yes, jumps to Nijaki, still running away. Here comes Chowster. St. Vicious picks up that kill, and now he's going to jump in on Sidco. Nijaki is afraid of Hotshot. Takes a lot of damage there. Can he burst in time? Hotshot taking a stun to the face. Can they do enough damage? It's going to be close. The turret hitting him. They pick up the kill, but he trades back on. But now, Cop jumping in on Chowster has been slowed. The shield is on. Can they do enough damage? Tiger stance wailing away. Yes, Cop picks up that kill. 7-6. I think they traded 3-2 overall in that battle. Jeez, freaking A.
All right, so that worked out exactly how we said. Within the champion select, CLG, an absolutely sticky team, and they were just able to grab onto Lee Sin and follow him all the way in. But what did we say? If Janna's not there to Monsoon, the melee team of Curse is going to wreak havoc. And as soon as they got within that event horizon, the damage started to go out. They were able to take down 1, 2. They lost Nijaki, but were able to pick up 2 kills. Crumbs went down, and they really started to get their focus down once they were under the turret. Hotshot went down. But you saw the amount of damage once CLG gets too close without their cooldowns, how much they will really take. And they're actually able to grab a dragon off of that one and put themselves in the upper hand after that fight.
Yeah, 2,000 gold lead just gained. It was only about 1K, but they said, hey, you know what? A free dragon, we'll take that. Again, they don't really want a team fight for dragon, but if it's free, they will grab those. And I'm surprised, actually, that CLG had such great map presence after they lost a fight 3-2, but they forced pretty much everyone from Curse to heal, and they just walked over and grabbed that one. The oracles from Mundo really paying dividends here. St. Vicious does have 1 death, but that was only the first blood, so his oracles has not been killed off so far in this game. Jackie finally, had been getting blue buffs for now. And quick correction to myself, the first blue, of course, was a steal from St. Vicious. So
yeah,
FYI,
which we thought
the blue went.
they would have given, but I guess they gave it to mid.
Yeah, they're doing the Moscow
Hotshot could have used
thing.
that top, but it's all worked out for him because Saint came top enough, that wasn't necessary. And Hotshot doing what he does, pushing that lane by himself, going to meet up with Sidco. He's going to try to stay back and just grab these minions as they come down the lane. 2 turrets to be taken now at 20 minutes, 7-6 in this game. It is very much anybody's game still, as Baron has still yet to be contested whatsoever. Sidco still doing a great job of keeping his mind in the game, knowing he needs to ward, still assisting his team in every way possible, even though he's had a tough time top, really keeping the mentality of this game up for his team, and they are really keeping their mentality in it as well.
Yep, the gold advantage really not enough to matter too much at this point. Jackie has some kind of free gold and AP from the Baleful Strike there. 69 free ability power so far. He's going to get scarier over time. You can see that Big Fat LP making the right choice, grabbing Mercury Treads. Very afraid of the damage output here that Curse is putting up to him.
Good amount of wards down coming out from CLG right now. You can see 1, 2 on either side, actually 2 in the top jungle, a few towards the bottom side of the jungle. So they have vision of every entrance and exit if they're going to be quickly ganked within the lanes. However, if they go for the entrance towards Dragon, they may be in a little bit of a trouble once their blue spawns. They're going to get a turret, though. Curse picking up a little extra gold for themselves, bringing that 1K gold differential between the teams.
Yeah, that was actually where all the gold advantage came from for CLG, is they had those 2 turret kills. Even though I think they split Dragons equally. Yeah, you can kind of see St. Vicious still roaming around, killing these wards off pretty well. And that's another little minor source of gold. 25 gold every time you pick up one of those.
Wow, a lot of damage coming from those cleavers right now. St. Vicious 13, Elements 10, and the highest right now 14. 14s are in the game. It's got double lift on 14. Saint is 14 as well. Jackie is 14, but he's the only one for Curse right now, and you'll actually see that in a fight come into play very big. You're tankier, you're healthier, and as well as your base stats have already raised a little bit more than whoever you're fighting against, so you're going to have the upper hand.
Yep, we're going to see Hotshot move down towards, I think they know the timer on blue buff. Yes, they do. They've actually pinged towards Baron as well. They've pink warded it, so Curse doesn't have any vision of, actually they do with that ward. They do know that they're kind of nearby, the Oracles of Mundo, and they're actually coming down to steal this Golem away. They need Jackie back here. He's made his way in. Here comes a fight. Hotshot going to take a little bit of burst there, but St. Vicious staying in front and is like, dude, I'm Mundo. I really don't care. Hotshot pushing in as well. Elements gets stunned. Elements going to take a lot of damage here if he's not careful. Will pop the ult. St. Vicious going to take a bit of damage here as well. The burst is on. He takes the Zillion ult, but of course Zillion also grabbed, looks like Ezreal grabbed the blue buff there. And so, hey, they'll pop some ults if they get to steal Golem. That's all right. Cooldown of those ults not all that long.
It was a great job by Curse Cop trying to focus St. Vicious with that explosive shot and halving his healing. You saw how much damage he took right after that hit, but he was able to get out. The Zillion ulti is down now. Same as St. Vicious's ult, however, Mundo has a very low cooldown, so if Curse were really to contest this Baron, it would be now with those ultis down. Didn't see too many coming out of the hands of Curse in that fight, so this would be the time to contend.
Zillion's ult actually already back now, so next fight going to be another revive. St. Vicious, only 50 seconds to go, so looking pretty good for them as well. Sonic Wave goes out of Mundo. They know he's there. They just keep hasting him, letting him check brush with those cleavers. You're going to be happy with that one.
And both teams are going to back off there. CLG did not like how they were faring as well with those cooldowns, so they are going to wait until they come back up. They do have enough damage to take this right now, having St. Vicious on that double lift with the Infinity Edge into the Zeal. Checking over to see what Curse Cop has. He does as well have an Infinity Edge, but he's only on the Scepter, and he is banking 1,400 right now, so he can grab himself a Zeal if he would like. That's 1195. That'll be nice and easy for him, but they're not going back yet. They really don't want to let this Baron, for any reason, go towards CLG.
Oh, they bait the brush there, but the jump is in. Here comes the damage output. Headbutt Pulver is going kind of everywhere. St. Vicious taking a lot of burst to the front. Again, he's Dr. Mundo. Oh, he gets kicked away, so he goes down first. Nice move there. Big Fat LP now down to half health. Alistair has fallen, though, and now it's kind of Hotshot GG pushing everyone away. Jackie not having a good time right now. Never move, and stuns all around. Jackie still running away from Hotshot, and he might make it. He took a stun, but he got hasted, and now Ezreal dueling against Cop. It's going to be close. He takes the kill. Oh, my gosh. They trade, actually. Crumbs picks that one up for him, and still Jackie running away, but no, burns down to Hotshot. Looks like 2 kills to 3 kills, though, despite getting the first kill right off the bat. They managed to pick up 3-2 the advantage there. I don't think the double mage plus support can take. Now they're going to go for the turret. Actually, they're going to do enough damage here.
Yeah, they're going to trade off each other on tanks here. It's going to walk back and forth. No, there comes Sidco to save the turret. They may have been able to get that, but really wasn't enough damage. And they're going to go ahead and back off. They have a nice minion wave. They were able to grab that first inhibitor turret, so that is a nice lead for these guys. They're going to have a little bit of vision inside the base now of CLG, and that could really help to spark a Baron within the next few minutes.
Yeah, we're going to have Crumbs clear out these wards, get some nice gold back for himself. Does need it quite a bit here. Hotshot going to recall back as well, and you can see 9-9 the kill score, only 1,200 gold the advantage for CLG, and you're seeing a lot of really cool moves here. You saw the Lee Sin kick St. Vicious away from Zilean, so he could not be revived. You saw that fight panned out afterwards, though, because Elements took a whole lot of pain afterwards, and that was kind of harsh for him. Actually, they don't even have a Shurelia's on Curse right now, which does hurt them a little bit. That said, neither is there one for CLG, so interestingly, 27 minutes in, still no Shurelia's done, which surprises me quite a bit.
Let's see, both ADs pretty much mirroring each other again. Looks like Tristana going for that last Whisper right after. Get that in her hands. We do see the Phantom Dancer and Infinity Edge finished on Ezreal. He's going to be something to reckon with as well, especially with the Essence Flux slowing down the attacks. And we actually saw him use that last fight blindly in a bush, hitting Tristana and I believe one other, and just made them forced out of the fight. We'll have to see what they can do with this push. They are going to go on the outside. They see Crumbs. That Oracle is definitely something they want to get off the map as well. It allows you to keep control. They're going to get a quick pause on here. We're going to be back in just a few. So far, CLG has been really strong in the game. They are not even focusing Dragon as well, but they've been able to just get a lot of kills top lane. They're shutting down somebody in either top, middle, or bottom. Nijaki didn't have blue a lot early, and it was only to Big Fat LP. So Big Fat LP, as we just said, you know, bomb on bomb on bomb, and was able to get Nijaki out of there. But with the help of Crumbs in mid, they started to take that back a little bit. They were able to grab that first turret, and actually mid is now pushed all the way to the inhibitor. So Curse has a really good position on that. Baron right now being focused on by CLG, so we'll have to see after this pause where Curse moves to.
Yep, it looks like they're actually going to be ready to go. Had a quick monitor issue, but now resuming the game, so we're back into this one. CLG camping up right by Baron, which could scare Curse out a little bit. We're going to see how they do that. Actually, are going for it. Curse right below, some wards down on both sides. Hotshot leading the charge, taking a lot of burst on the front. Oof, down to 1/3. And actually, he got time bombed by Big Fat, which seems a little bit silly.
Indeed, and it does not look like Veigar used his ulti on that one. That was only Bladeful Strike and his Dark Matter, and there it is again, Bladeful Strike, only doing a little bit of damage. Looks like Crumbs is feeling confident, just a ward clear there. I believe he did see one in the back, but he didn't want to put himself in that position to clear it. They both have wards, so hey, we both have vision on that. If you guys want to fight it, we'll fight it too, is what they're saying. And it looks like they have pushed CLG back into their jungle. We'll have to see here. It's all a focus onto St. Vicious. He is not in range for Zilean ulti. A great Dark Matter absolutely exploding onto Chouster. He had no chance there. Hotshot being focused by Tristana. Jumping in. Curse Cop now puts himself in the middle of the fight. And it looks like CLG will be forced to back here. A great trace by Crumbs up towards the red. Able to drop Hotshot GG, grabbing himself that blue. And it looks like they may have the focus here to push this wave in, get the inhibitor, and back off for Baron.
They don't necessarily have to back off. It's a 5v3 right now. And they have the chance to even go past the inhib. There's a stun. St. Vicious could take some burst there. Takes about a quarter of his health off. Actually, Element's getting crushed in the face right now by Ezreal. Sidco as well. This is actually pretty painful for Curse. St. Vicious wreaking a lot of havoc right now. And Double's going to just push in. And oh my god, the damage is going to be so high. Time bombs are on this team as well. Jackie looks like he might fall down. Double have taken some hits from from Cop, but he's not dropping. The ult comes off as well. Double will drop down. The trade goes, but Sidco, I'm kind of afraid for you right now. St. Vicious could be a scary man. And there is Chouster as well. Element's off to the side though. Maybe he can do something for his team, but oh my gosh, no. Saint still just surviving thanks to his ultimate. Crumbs cannot get away there, will fall. They trade 1 for 3 actually in that push. They did get the inhibitor, but they lost 2 kills for that. And honestly, CLG is everyone but double lived. That's enough to take Baron if they really want.
Yeah, and they just may. He's going to start at the shield on, and we'll give him some attack damage. He's up to 201 with that E on, so he is doing some big damage to Baron right now, and he's going to have Burning Agony on as well, ticking around Baron for, it's going to be 100 damage, so that will be nice. Big Fat to come in is going to be able to just throw on that bird. And it looks like they may be able to pick this up without being contested, it does not look like Curse is going to get there in time to even say, hey, we're here. There may be more of us, but not really.
Yeah, they're going to get ever so slowly. It looks like Curse is not going to stop them. You're right about that one. But they did get pretty low doing it. It feels like the kind of thing where Curse maybe could have tried for it. They're going to give blue to Jackie, though. And this is the second time that CLG's now gotten a Baron, pretty much without getting stopped either. So, across game 1 and now game 2, CLG looking pretty right now. 3,000 gold. Actually, 2,300 gold, the advantage. And pretty much they were equal before that happened. So they've got the Baron buff map control. But ultimately, all the outer turrets are available. CLG could lose these turrets no problem. And Curse, I think, has the ability to just defend at their own turrets as well. Eventually, Cop will get some real items there. He's got Infinity Edge, the Zeal. Looks like he's going for a pickaxe right now. Actually has enough for the, for the Last Whisper. I think he'll grab that right here. And there is the Last Whisper. He's going to be a lot better against these tanks now. The melee Saint Vicious, very, very beefy guy, and he's going to be DPSing that quite a bit.
It looks like Jackie trying to finish an Abyssal Scepter there. He does have the Deathfire Grasp, about 140 gold, 240 gold off of a Rabadon's for Big Fat right now. So both AP mids pretty well buffed up there. Blue on Jackie, and they just gave that, I believe, to Hotshot. No, they're around their blue. Nobody's got it. Yep, it went on to Big Fat, actually. Getting that cooldown from his ultimate up, as well as time bombs, and the speed he can give to your team or slow the other team is just such an advantage in a team fight. They're going to go ahead and clear this. Super Minion not even giving them problem there. Moving up to this first turret. Looks like they will be able to take this down. St. Vicious is just going to say, hey, I got tank. And go ahead and face tank that and continue to push on. Looks like Curse is going to trade this with Top, though. How far will they push? CLG is going to be able to do a lot of damage here in middle. Not taking too much damage. He's going to be able to get shielded by Chowster. Yeah, Curse is going to lose a lot more than CLG will lose on this one. And CLG also has a nice minion wave right behind him.
Yep, they're going to get all 3 turrets now up to the inhibitor, and they actually stopped Element's recall with the Ezra ult. That could have been aimed better, honestly, and stopped more of them, but they're up to the inhib now with Baron buff, and it's a 5v4, so I think they're going to get the inhib for this. Oh, wow, Saint having to take the ult right there, and there goes the person on a double lift down to almost no health, but he's still alive. Now Saint will drop, and the ult actually timed out, so Cop has 1 kill, and now Hotshot taking a lot of damage. The ult did come off from Chowster. They're still going to chase onto this if they can. Minion wave at top going to do some damage, but it looks like it won't pick up much else. Double lift barely surviving that one, thanks to his cleanse. Actually broke away and ignite. Otherwise, he would have dropped out of that one.
A great hold by Curse on that one, especially with a Baron CLG. And they're able to force it back out. They did grab 1 turret, but they lost 3 in that trade, so that's a lot of money going towards CLG. 350 gold globally to the entire team. That's definitely enough for Big Fat's Rabadon. You'll see him build that as soon as he gets back. He actually has 2,100 gold right now, and he's going to be getting himself some nice items. There's the Rabadons, and finishing something else next. Why not? And he's actually going to maybe go for Banshees, possibly a little bit of resistance.
37:20 going to be the Baron timer there. You can see CLG. They have 1 minute left from this Baron timer. For those who are at home, and trying to figure out just some extra pro tips right here. Baron lasts 4 minutes. So when you see your Baron has, 1 quarter, 2 quarters left on it, each of those quarters is a 1 minute left on the timer. And Baron has a 7-minute respawn. So you do the math, 7-minute respawn, 4-minute buff. When you got 1 minute left, you got 1 minute left on the buff, and then another 3 minutes to go. Plus 4 minutes, 37.5 going to be the respawn there. Anytime you're sort of wondering, oh no, when do we get Baron? Look at your buff bar, do the math. Tell your team when that Baron's going to respawn, because I'll bet you these teams are going to do a whole lot of fighting at the next Baron, and that's going to be probably the game decider as well.
Yeah, it really will. They've been in each other's base. The base fight always goes in the team that has it there. Both of these teams are very good at turtling, and even with the aggression of Baron buff, CLG was not able to break that turtle of Curse. Same thing here. Curse went in and they took out that inhibitor, tried to go a little bit further, but we just saw Double Lift come out. He's very scary, and you just saw the 500 crit onto Sidco, even through his shield. Kind of makes Sidco question going for that inhibitor again.
If they're going to push in, St. Vicious taking some damage, but here comes the push back on Jackie and everyone else from Curse. This is scary. The exhaust is on. They're still running away. Elements in the middle taking a lot of pain right now. They're going to burst on a hot shot. They do not do enough damage. He does revive. Elements is dead, and now Sidco taking a lot of pain. Chowster a little bit low as well. The Ezra ult goes off. More damage coming off. Hotshot's ult is now down. They could pick up the kill if they want to, but St. Vicious getting hasted and charging in. Sidco gets the slow onto his backside. Now has some minions in the way. Should be able to dodge these cleavers for a few more seconds. still running away from Mundo, but they could go for the inhib with no problems at all. They picked up that kill onto Elements. Cop is super low. And oh my gosh, Crumb's actually going to backdoor the inhibitor right now, just as CLG pushes through to mid as well. Looks like Crumbs will pick this one up and ride his super minions in. Doublelift is a very scary guy, though. Crumbs is not going to like this fight. And Doublelift is going to get a good chaser. He wants to ride the super minions in and have them help him fight. But oh, Crumbs just getting caught out there. Does drop down. Nice job there by Hotshot and Doublelift. But they do trade inhibitor successfully, so I think that's going to be worth a death to take that inhib down.
Yeah, it was a very nice job. The entire team kind of got split there for a second, and his CLG just went for the base. Crumbs is like, you know what? I can get this down. I may die. I may not be worth that much right now, and he's 3, 4, and 8. I don't know how many of those kills just came up for him consecutively, but what they did there, it was definitely worth it. Baron comes up in about another 2 minutes, and like you said, Freak, that could turn the tide of this game.
And whichever team gets that, it's going to be a pretty big deal. You might see that, like with Dignitas versus Fnatic in the first day, a Baron steal, even when you're super far behind, can do all sorts of things to turn this around. Now, CLG are really good at being disciplined around these big buffs. Again, they don't team fight for Dragon very often. They're really good at not giving away Baron. St. Vicious proclaims he's never missed a smite on land. That said, he has missed them online, so you never know what's going to happen there. Here we go. Actually, Curse playing pretty aggressively here. The Baron buffs have definitely timed out by now. A minute to go for Baron.
Baron very close, about a minute away, and you can see the warding is setting that up for Curse to do Baron. They have wards all across the top side of the jungle. Any way that CLG wants to approach that Baron, Curse will have the upper hand of knowledge of where they're going, how they're focusing their tankiness. It's probably going to be St. Vicious first, as always, with Zilean right behind for that attack. As you can see, they're formulating in mid here, gathering together for this push. They're trying to clear out the minions, and they're going to push down maybe a little bit towards the minion wave and then go back up. No, he throws the cleaver, finds a grab on that, a bit of a squeak there, and we're going to see the event horizon going down. The Ezreal ulti comes out, Elements puts himself in the middle of the fight with the ulti on. He will most likely go down before this is over, and Doublelift finds that kill. A 4v5 lead situation leaves Curse on the run as Doublelift will now chase top, and it looks like Zidko will go down in that fight. We do have Nijaki with the dot on from Hotshot GG. Laser Birds is one way to go, and we're going to see that Curse Cop is also forced out of the fight without taking a shot.
Yeah, did not manage to do almost any damage there whatsoever. The team was on the run, and St. Vicious did a great job of just charging in there and saying, hey guys, we're going to start fighting now. If you go for me, we win. If you don't go for me, probably still going to win. And that was kind of the case here. Cop getting pushed on, taking a bit of pain.
Throw the bomb.
Crumbs afraid. Cop dying to the bomb in the fountain. Nice job there, Big Fat LP. Hotshot helping out with the damage there as well. Even the Janna helping out a little bit. And now for the Nexus right now. Crumbs alone against 5. St. Vicious actually getting the revive onto him and just tanking these turrets. Does not carry too much. Crumbs might die to a bomb as well. Yep, the heal is not enough. That is another kill. That's going to be the Nexus. And CLG going to be the third semifinalist here for the Intel Extreme Masters World Championship here in Hanover, Germany at CeBIT. Now, don't go anywhere. We still have the other quarterfinal today between Against All Authority and SK Gaming, but we see 3 of our 4 final teams. Counterlogic Gaming, Moscow 5, and Team Dignitas. So CLG will fight Moscow 5 tomorrow. Dignitas is going to fight the winner against All Authority with SK Gaming, which is coming up next.
Indeed, that's going to be an amazing